Hi friends, have you ever finished a crochet project and thought, is it worth blocking your work or not? Is it a mess or does it really help? Well, I've been crocheting for about 20 years now. I've never blocked my projects, and yesterday I had a thought to consider blocking, but I didn't want to go ahead and pay for the blocking board. So I thought, why not do a DIY test with you guys to see what works and to figure out if blocking is really worth it before we go ahead and invest our hard-earned money into yet more material to support our hobbies. So these three DIY methods, you should have 2 out of the 3 lying around in your home available. So stay tuned and let's go ahead and put the test together. Okay, friends, we're back. I went into the garage, my dad's garage, and I found this like steel piece of thing. I don't even know what this is, but because it had loads of holes in it, I thought, can I make this work? So if you've got anything lying around, it could be like a vent cover, anything with holes in it. The holes, the shape of the holes and the size of the holes, they don't really matter. We can make it work. So I found this and I've bought this to do the test. You are going to need some water and a towel and of course your granny squares. So I'm just going to remove this and get my water and show you what I'm going to do next. Okay friends, we're back with some water and a towel. The first thing that we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to go ahead and completely soak our granny squares. Now I've got 3 because I'm going to be running 3 tests, so I'm just going to soak them all in one go. Just give them a nice little quick soak and just go ahead and just remove all the excess water just like that, and do that for all of your granny squares, or one if you're running a test like me. Right friends, we're back. These are nice and wet, so what I'm going to go ahead and do is on my towel I'm just going to go ahead and just drain all of the excess water out just like that. As you can see, there is a lot of excess water in these, but we just want them damp. I know that we can consider steaming as well, or spray kind of wetting. I am hoping to do a couple more tutorials on these because I really do want to get to the bottom of what is the best way to block. So I've done all 3 there. Okay, method number 1. So there's a square looking nice and not like a square. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is grab some curvy pins, which ladies we tend to have laying around, don't we? So I'm going to just go ahead and give this a nice pull, give it a nice stretch, and I'm going to go ahead and start to just put these through the holes like this, and from the back I'm just going to pull it secure, there, as secure as I can. And now I'm going to grab my second curvy pin and I'm just going to give that a little bit of a tug. Now you don't want to pull these too much because you want to keep the natural shape and the natural size of the granny crochet as well. Now as you can see, that's wonky, that's not straight at all, so I need to go about there. Yeah, guys, I'm actually really impressed so far because I've never ever thought about doing this ever before, and just even by looking at that I'm already impressed. What do you guys think? I'm just gonna secure that last one and I'm gonna pop that in right there. Okay, lovely, done. I'm gonna leave that to dry and I'm gonna be back with the results in due course. So I'll see you guys in 24 hours for this piece. Okay, I forgot to mention I can't keep this flat because on the back of it it looks like this. Can you see the curvy pin sticking out? So I'm just going to go ahead and put it in the bathtub, kind of just side profiling up. Okay friends, Method number 2. I found a cardboard box. So this is the lid of a cardboard box. Just a flat cardboard would actually even do, because again, you can just lay it up in the bathtub or in the garden to dry. So this is the second granny square that I've gone ahead and soaked. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab 4 bun pins. I don't know the official name of these, but they're bun pins to me. Or you can even grab your, do you know the Kirby clips that I showed you in the first tutorial? These ones. You could even grab these. These would work as well. I'm going to use these because these are a little bit sharper. Okay. But if you don't have these, you can pick them up from like the pound store, the Dollar Tree, if you're watching from USA. This is probably going to be the most cost effective test. Okay. Because we've all got card laying around, and ladies, the likelihood is we've got these sticking around as well, isn't it? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just pin these like so. And again, we don't want to stretch it too much, but we do want to stretch it to make it a nice square. There we go. I'm going to just go and whack that in right there. Boom. Okay. And the final one. Lovely. That looks quite nice as well, don't you think, in comparison to the first one? It's nice and square. Again, I can't believe I've never blocked before. I'm so disappointed in myself for not thinking of this before. Let me go ahead and show you the idea number 3 that I came up with, and I'm going to go and pop this in the bathtub to dry again. Okay, so for the third method we have a mannequin. Now, if you don't have a mannequin, you can absolutely use a gym mat, yoga mat, or you know the thicker foam bits that we can have lying around the house as well. I don't have any of those things, but I wanted to do a bit of a demo to test on this foamy material. Now, excuse what I've got going on here because I'm working on this project at the moment, this beautiful Irish crochet lace cardigan. Please check out my other videos if you're interested in making this beautiful, beautiful cardigan. I've got my sleeves there and I've got the front panels there. Okay, this is going to be a little bit odd to do because I've only got one hand. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take my pins and I'm using these pins. Okay, if you don't have these lying around, go ahead and use the Kirby clips or the bun clips to do this. And I'm sure it would give us the same effect. So again, I'm kind of just pulling it a little bit to make it a nice square. And that there is my third corner. I'm going to pull that and just stick it in there. I'm going to get my 4th pin and I'm going to stick it in there. Excuse that noise, that's my mannequin that's not been tightened. So that's the 4th one. I think that this is not looking as straight as the first 2. So I'm just going to try and straighten that there. Actually, there we go. That's quite straight, isn't it? There we go. So I'm going to go ahead and let all 3 of these dry. And I will be back in 24 hours to see what happened, which works the best, and what you could consider using. So stay tuned, please. Hi friends, I'm back. Now, it's been 24 hours. My work is still a little bit damp, so I should really leave it out to dry a little bit more, but I'm so impatient and I really want to see how this turned out. So this was method 1. I'm just going to go ahead and remove my Kirby pins off of this metal thing that I randomly stumbled across. And to block or not to block is the question. Look at that. I'm really impressed. Now, check that out compared to what we started with. I'm really impressed. The corners actually look like corners. So this method, I'd absolutely give it a 10 out of 10. It stayed a wet block and it's nice and lovely. Let me go and get the second method that we tested. the cardboard box and the Kirby pins. Now this, again, same thing, it is a little bit damp. I really should leave it to dry a bit, but hey, we're so impatient. I'm just going to go ahead and remove the bun pins. Guys, if you know the name of these, can you drop it in the comments? Because I've been calling them bun pins for many years. There we go. Check that out. That's actually not bad, is it, compared to the second granny crochet? Yeah, I think that's a 10 out of 10 as well, because that's worked really nicely. What do you guys think? Yeah. Let me go and grab the third. Alright friends, the third is the foam that I pinned onto, and I said that you could use a yoga mat, anything that works for you, anything that you've got lying around your home would absolutely be ideal. Let me just remove that pin. Let me take off that last pin and I'll lay it flat. Okay friends, so that's the third one. Again, I think that that's worked quite well. In fact, 1, 2 and 3, I will just give you a little bit of a better look, but they all look nice and blocked to me. Yeah, they all look the same to me. Let me just give you a little bit of a bird's eye view. There. You see that? So what are your thoughts? What would you consider blocking after watching this video? And if so, which method would you use? Would you invest in a blocking board? I'm not sure. I hope you enjoyed my video. I have loads more coming out. It doesn't cost you anything to support and subscribe, but it means the absolute world to me. So please go ahead and subscribe, and thank you so much for watching. Thanks guys, bye.